I don't believe in beating someone down or holding someone down, forcing them, keeping them down when they are going through something, because you just never know what someone is really going through. This world is a lot to deal with. There are people checking out of this world left and right at early ages now. So I don't try to dwell on, keeping a person down, keep pointing fingers at them, keep you, and hating on them. I'm going to say this. I hope this young lady can get the help she needs so that she could be a better person and that she can move on with her life, because who are we to say what she did experience was not traumatic for her? How she went about it was the issue that a lot of people had. Welcome to Tea Culture. I ask that you please like, subscribe, and also comment below. Please be sure to turn your bells on so that you know when a new video has dropped. Today's video, we are discussing Tales of the Coat, Gina Blue, Charisma, or whatever the name she chooses to go by. There was a video that was released by the Las Vegas Police Department where you can actually buy the video. And, with everything that's been going on in the world, now these cops, they have cameras where you can watch everything that they do when they are called out, because it has been a problem in America for the last few years, She came on YouTube and discussed that she was in a domestic violent situation where the police came out. She came on YouTube that same day. A lot of people thought it had just happened because it was like kind of at the later part of the day, at the night, nighttime. And a lot of people became confused because after she did that video, while she was doing that video, she was crying. Then she went from, well, I got his watch and he ain't getting it back, and a lot of people were confused because, she wanted people to understand that she was hurt. She was scared, and, if you're on here, you're saying, well, I got his watch and he ain't getting it back and I'm going to go pawn it. It kind of made people confused because I was confused. Okay. So the next day she did a video, went out on her balcony of her apartment, came back in, wanted to show her apartment off like she was on MTV Cribs, and talking about how bitches can't measure up to her and how she got out of this apartment and upgraded this and that. And so everybody was still kind of confused. Okay, one minute you're crying, you're saying you're in pain, and then next minute you talking a lot of noise to people on YouTube. So that caused a lot of confusion with a lot of people, including myself. Okay. After that, she started making videos. She was shouting out her OnlyFans page, crying, rubbing on her sores that she got with her, the incident that she had. Now, everybody has finally viewed this video that finally came out. Now, what I think is you want to file lawsuits and come after people after you have done the most disrespectful, disgusting thing that you could ever do, which is call CPS on a person that you don't even know. You don't even stay in the same state as that person. Then you record the CPS and then get money for people to listen. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think? People are going to retaliate. You don't have a filter. You have no respect for anyone. They have no respect for you. So then she goes on. She makes a video about another content creator. Her child was in a serious car wreck. She makes a video laughing, saying the most disrespectful thing that you can say about a person and a child who was in a car wreck. I understand you're upset. I understand you have, this hate for other people if they speak and say anything about you or judge you. But messing with other people's kids and wishing ill things on other people's children, that can't top what has been going on in the last few weeks. Because they chose to get the video and they wanted to watch the video because you said it was domestic violence. I understand what she meant. If she said domestic violence, automatically, you think what come to your head. Nobody's sitting there thinking about, okay, which word do I say the most? And you never found yourself in this situation before. If I was in an incident like that, I probably would have said the same thing too. A domestic, because I'm thinking of a guy, me, whatever. So I don't fault her for that. And actually, hearing the police report, it did seem like it matched with some of the things she said. I think what was disrespectful is how there are women out here that really are fighting for their lives. They have nowhere to turn to. So they have to kind of walk on eggshells, not knowing if they're going to piss their partner off. So a lot of people took that as disrespect, disgusting, and then some people felt as if she was trying to come up and profit off of this. She started a list with Amazon for Band-Aids. I could have sent you that for free. So now she's saying that she needs to seek a mental illness counselor. She needs to go to therapy. She wants her subscribers to go out, look around on YouTube, and send her all this information that she's requesting. If anybody says her name, if anybody has that video of the police where they, where the tape has went out and everybody reviewed it, she's filing a lawsuit. Well, let me tell you something. You may want to think about wasting your money because of all the things that you have done, wasting people's time, precious time. Those officers were dealing with her for almost 3 hours. Now, something like that, you should have just let the young man go on his way. She should have just let the young man go on his way, give him his glasses, and move on. Move on. But see, what you didn't say, you said you drove off, pulled over, said you looked back, he was right behind you coming up on you. Well, of course he's going to be coming up on you because you had his equipment in your car. So there were a few things that she left out. And a lot of people did not take good to her giving her the sympathy that she wanted, was because it just didn't make sense with a lot of people because of how she went about things, how she came up on here. Then she started um, putting out her GoFund and GoFish or whatever that damn site called. Go whatever the hell it's called, y'all. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, I feel sorry for her. I really do. But you are not a victim. You are not a victim because you did not have to do all of this crazy stuff that you have done. Had you not did all these crazy videos, you probably would have got the support that you were looking for. But because you have been so nasty, you've got on here, you have tried to call CPS on people that you don't even know. Then you talk about someone's child who has been in a serious car wreck. You laugh about it. You put a video out about it. Being very nasty. Karma will come back and get you. And that's just what it is. So now that it's made its way right back on around to you, now you're depressed. Now you need therapy. Now it's all about you, how you can't function. You want to sue everybody. If I was the judge and I got your file in front of my face, I would want to put you in jail for 30 days for wasting my time and everybody else's time. This is not a game. This is real life. Why can't you get on here and let it just have fun? Yeah, you may not like things people say, but it's fair game. You chose to be a content creator, just like everybody can talk about me. Everybody can talk about you. Everybody is not going to agree with you. And those who do agree with you, there's something that is seriously wrong. But I have come to realize in this wicked world, everybody is not going to stand for the right thing. So I don't think you're going to get very far with your lawsuits. Of course, those people are going to want to take your money and wheel you on in. But when they get to looking and they come up with those videos that you have put out on everybody and the devil that you are and the disgusting things that you have done, this will just be a waste of time. This is a wash. This has, I don't see anything else coming out of this. If you don't like what you've been reaping, then you need to change what you've been sowing. Negativity can only affect you if you are vibrating on the same frequency. I've always said this. For every action, there is a reaction. So for all the things that you've done to other people, and they chose to, turn it up to the same level with you, you can't just say, hey, I need help. I need a counselor. I'm going to go get an attorney now. No, that's not how that works. I feel sorry for this young lady. If she did it the right way and used her channel the right way, she could get very far. But you cannot create these problems and then want people to just turn around and, oh, okay, we'll leave you alone. No, that's not how that goes. Sometimes you have to cut the head of the snake where it all began. And it started with you. It started with you. So you need to really sit back, and when you go to your therapy, you need to be sure you bring your videos that you have got up on here and laughed and made videos recording people in CPS and making money off of CPS recordings and laughing at people. Then you're trying to dox people, and be sure you let them know that when you go in there and they do that intake and they get all your information, be sure you have a list and all the videos ready to play so they can kind of get a good idea where they need to start with you, how much medication they're going to need to write and prescribe for you. because we don't want them to misdiagnose you. I have tried to reach out to this little girl and let her know that, look, it was said that you wanted to be a nurse. And all the time and energy and dedication and researching that you are putting into this YouTube to get back at other people and dox other people, if you apply yourself the same way but in school, girl, you'll be done with that within a good year or two. But get blinded by all this crazy stuff and feel like you have to do all of this crazy stuff. You need to let that stuff go and move on. If I was her, I would just apologize and move on. If you can't apologize, just move on. People will start to go on about their business. You ain't giving it no energy. Can't feed the monsters if the monsters can't grow if you ain't feeding them. So move on. Let it be. In closing, Tails chose to come on YouTube and express and talk about her domestic violence and what happened to her. As an audience, we were engaged, we were confused. So therefore, there were people who chose to go and research and actually do this as an educational video for us all, because I did not know that there are certain codes that the police officers can use. I would too have said domestic violence incident. So honestly, I don't see where her lawsuit is going to go anywhere, because this was an educational moment for all of us. A lot of us was confused. So this was a teachable moment. So I would hope that they do document their videos that for educational purposes only, because we did learn something from this. We also did hear from several women who were in domestic violence relationships, and it kind of opened our eyes more, you know. So this was a good learning situation for us all. I don't see anyone was making fun of her out of this. No one is harassing her about this. We're just trying to understand it. However, she did start it first as far as going below the belt. And, you know, that's how things started. So anyway, comment below. Tell me how you feel. And I appreciate you for listening to this video.